now we have el cafecito que nunca falte. And today, this morning I was doing a reflection. And I went back 5 years. The point where I actually woke up. I remember I was just laying down in my room on this single bed. And I had my family downstairs. And they were cooking a dinner. And they were calling me down to have some food. I was 25 years old. And I was just crying. And I've mentioned this before so many times that at that point, I was okay with the thought of not being alive. Like, I wasn't suicidal, but I just felt so left behind. I was so frustrated. I was just always irritated. Just with the position that I was in, financially, in life, I honestly wasn't happy. And then I realized I'm 25 and it looked like everyone was doing so much better than me. Like, everyone had their lives together. And at that moment, from having deep sadness and from feeling so lost, I ended up getting this drive and passion and energy to go for everything that I want. And I realized that at that point, I had nothing to lose. And it's crazy how fear can do two things. Fear can hold you back and keep you in that prison and constantly break you. Or fear can give you that drive and that motivation, that fuel to go for everything that you have. And the crazy thing about fear is that fear is the exact same thing as faith. Yet fear takes you down a path where it paralyzes you. You don't do anything. You just stop taking action. You live the same day every single day, just thinking about what can go wrong and living your life just always one step ahead, always thinking about the future. And it's like chasing a rainbow, because the more you worry about one thing and you think you have it covered, then by the time you think you have that covered, then another fear comes in. Now that stops you from doing things. Now faith is the same thing, but faith now is from a point of hope. And both of them require you to believe in something that you cannot see. And the reason I want to talk about this today is that I want to talk about when I was at that point, I realized that no one was coming to save me. And this is your wake-up call. Because I would think to myself, I'm 25, in 5 years I'm 30, what is the point? And the point is that in 5 years from now, you can either not do anything and still be frustrated and still be in that same point, or you can start ugly, start messy, start bad, and it will take you somewhere. And when you understand that concept and realize that you have nothing to lose, and this thing of fear is just, you're just wanting a guarantee, you just want to play it constantly safe. And there's a quote that says that boats are safest at bay, but they were not made for that. And this gives me so much hope, because sometimes the things that we stress about, when you see in the bigger picture of things, we are scared to speak to this person. We are scared to ask for that thing. We are scared to do an action. But if I was to tell you, what if tomorrow you don't wake up? What if you only had 24 hours left on this earth? Would you worry about asking that person? Would you worry about asking that question? You wouldn't, because you realize that life is too short, and after 24 hours you will no longer be here. So why are you so scared? And I always say this, and I'm going to consistently repeat until it hits you like a train, that the only thing that is guaranteed is that we will die, that we are going to die. It's a beautiful thing. Once you actually accept this, then you will actually start to live. You guys need to understand something, that everything is a test. Everything. You in the position where you are now, you are frustrated. It is showing you and it is asking you, do you still want to be in this pain? And the more you suffer, the more you're going to find the answer. Because guess what? Once you reach the lowest point that you can get, where I was, from there you can only go up, because you realize, what is there to lose? Let me try. And this is the thing. When we are scared of trying, when we are scared of taking action, is because we're so concerned about what other people think, and we start to believe that this person's going to judge us, or this person's going to say this, or this person's going to say that. But when we think about it, is, has that person's opinion put food on your plate? Has that person's opinion killed you? Has that person's opinion done anything to alter your state of being? No. It's only created thoughts in your head, and these thoughts will only affect you if you let them. Now, the only reason you listen to these thoughts is because you can't listen to your own words. Because if I tell myself I don't want to believe this, you will still have those doubts. And the reason you have those doubts is because you've been on autopilot for so long, you don't know what to believe. Now, this is why I always tell you guys that you need to construct the you. The meaning of life, and something that has given me a lot of purpose, is being at the service of others. Living and being in service for others. But to be in service of others, to be the best for others, you have to be the best you. Right now, I have my coffee, and I've got it halfway. Now, if someone wants coffee, I can only give them half, right? So if I have my cup full, now I can give someone 100% of my coffee. Now, this is what most of you guys do. You guys want to do so much, and I want to do this, I don't know how to do this, I don't know how to do that. Guess what? Because your cup is here. Now, when you want to pour, you're filled with fear and doubt, so you can't pour. But if your cup is full, you will pour on it with excess. You don't care about how much you give. So the point that I'm trying to make here is that you have to now start taking action, because you are living in a state of how you feel. You feel entitled because you know you have so much potential. And I was frustrated because I know I have the potential, I know I can make it work, but here I am doing nothing. My results have nothing to show. Because you are your actions. The result is just a byproduct. The result is a trophy of the things that you have been doing. To change that circumstance, you have to change your actions. And I'll always speak the same thing until you realize that this is the most important thing. Now, what happens when you try something new? When you try something new, you're going to be bad at it, and then you end up getting frustrated and you say, look, everyone's ahead of me, and now, like, I'm just gonna be left behind and not good at it. No, like, if you don't keep on doing the thing that you're bad at, then you'll consistently forever be bad. 5 years will go by and you'll be in that same position. Accept that you're going to be bad. The first time that you try it, you realize that actually I'm doing something that I've never done before. This is normal. This is good that I'm bad right now, because guess what? Within time, you can only get better. And this is the part where consistency comes in. Because now when you start focusing on the action, you realize that this action is going to give me a different result. Because everything that I've been doing has led me to the point where I am today. Now, that's pretty much what I just wanted to say to you guys, that fear is a crazy thing. It will put you in that same position, and realize that faith and fear both require you to believe in something that you cannot see. Now, you can stay in that same position and be frustrated, or you can do something different and you have a different result. It's going to be hard. I'm not saying that you have to leave your job or leave school for you to be happy. No, look, I wanted to be a content creator. So what did I do? I done it as a side from the job that I was doing. And guess what? It gave me hope. I would go to work content because I knew that, look, I'm working on something else. I'm watering something else. So I know that this is just part of the journey. So you go to work content, you do your best, and you do your best with your 5 to 9. You do your 9 to 5, your 5 to 9. You don't have to have this concept, but you have to give up everything. No, you just focus on growing this at the utmost potential. You do your best at your work, you do your best at your studies, you do your best at everything. And within time, it will just grow. And one would now start growing so much that now you just have to, by no other choice, leave the other things. And that's the beauty of life. Stop trying to rush a process. Like, imagine you being 2-3 years old and you're trying to rush because you can't walk. The beauty of it is when you start walking, you start making mistakes, and because through all of this, you start to learn everything's an experience. So I was just feeling a bit thoughtful today, and you're exactly what you're meant to be. Now, do you want to stay in that position where you are? That's down to you. Now, stop living in fear. Stop being paralyzed. Take action. Create that person who you know you can be. Do not underestimate the impact that you can make. You have so much potential, and you're only living up to like 5% of it. And you're getting frustrated. This is going to be the rest of my life. It's going to be the rest of your life if you still live in that 5% potential that you're using. Now use 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%. How? By constantly putting yourself in uncomfortable situations. Oh, I'm scared of speaking to this person. Just imagine if I only have 24 hours left in this earth, am I going to be scared of speaking to that person? No. If I only have 24 hours left in this earth, am I going to be scared of posting this video? No, I'm not. So why are you scared of doing it? Because for every action that you don't take or no action, that is an action. Because then the whole day is going to repeat itself and you're just like, oh, I want things to change, and nothing's going to change. It's the truth. Nothing's going to change. So that's my reflection for you. This is your wake up call. Get to work. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Put any comment down below. If you have any questions, message me on Instagram. I respond to all of my DMs. I'm not giving in to this AI situation. It does take me some time because recently I've been getting thousands of DMs at Sunwo_. Love you guys, and let's go.